Hello, hello. We are joining together today for the first attunement, or activation I should say, for the month of June and for the divine masculine, exploring the divine masculine. So this is our last month live together. And after this month, this Facebook group will become the Heal, Awaken, Ascend library. And all of the 130 plus activations that are in this library will remain active. These will stay up here in the group. And I will add people from time to time who want access to this library and want to be able to partake of these activations. This is just such a treasure trove of energy healings and activations and empowerments and flushes, sacred soul alignments, that it would be a shame to just close the group. So this group will remain open indefinitely or until Facebook closes down, either one. So I'm going to be sharing this today. Hey, Olivia, in my Ascending Earth Creatrix group, so people can see what these activations are like, and if they want to join the Heal, Awaken, Ascend library, they may do so now, which means if you join now, you get to partake of this last month that will be together live. After that, I won't be adding any more live activations to the group. But again, everything will be archived in here. The master list will be fully updated at the end of the month to show all of the activations here in the group, including what we're doing this month with the Exploring the Divine Masculine. So you will have access to that. All right, so let's talk about Ascended Master Buddha. So this is different, he is different, I should say, than the incarnate Buddha here on Earth. Hi, Angela. Hi, Allison. Ascended Master Buddha is not to be confused with the incarnational historic Buddha. In fact, the historic incarnate Buddha is only one small, tiny, teeny tiny aspect of Ascended Master Buddha. The Ascended Master Buddha is a divine and godlike creature. He is an aspect of source energy. He's part of the infinite number of sparks of consciousness that form source energy. So when we refer to Ascended Master Buddha, we are really referring to just one of the very huge spiritual beings that are part of that Ascended Master collective and part of the Ascended Master realms. And he's not to be referred to as the lower incarnational Buddha aspect that did, if you believe this is true, if you believe the myth of the story of Siddhartha, that he did walk this earth. The incarnational Buddha, again, simply a very tiny aspect of a greater energy that is Ascended Master Buddha. So why is he significant in bringing through the Buddha wisdom track? So I am a Lightarian Reiki energy practitioner and teacher, and a master teacher. I have many different modalities under my belt. Lightarian Reiki is just one of them. Lightarian Reiki is sourced from a strata of celestial energies. So there are ascended bands of Reiki energies that go beyond the traditional UC Reiki. And this is known as the levels that are accessed and incarnated through, or not, I shouldn't say incarnated, but inhabited by the Ascended Masters. So specifically the Ascended Master Buddha. And this wisdom track that we are accessing, that we are downloading here today, is actually the seed energy of Lightarian Reiki, because it's Ascended Master Buddha who brings Lightarian Reiki energy through. So essentially what you're getting with this wisdom track, this seed energy of working with Ascended Master Buddha, is a taste of Lightarian Reiki without being attuned to all 6 levels and beyond. There are ascension bands beyond the 6 levels of Lightarian Reiki. So this is like receiving a transmission of healing that would be similar to what you would get in Lightarian Reiki, but not the same, because you're not attuned to it in order to be able to practice it. But you're receiving the seed healing energies of it, if that makes sense. So each Ascended Master had a theme for his or her work. And we've explored Ascended Masters here before in the group. So During humanity's long history of spiritual evolution, Ascended Master Buddha has often projected his energies onto this plane through form. And the incarnate Buddha would have been one aspect of that. There are many physically incarnate masters or avatars that have come and walked this earth. That's why they understand so keenly the things that we are dealing with here in the density of 3D reality. So that may be why some of us really enjoy working with Ascended Masters so much, because they truly empathize and sympathize with our existence here in 3D reality and the density of the energy here. They understand. But they also understand, and that's why they're great bridges of consciousness, they help us to understand that expansion and transformation of human consciousness, of what is happening right now, particularly with planetary ascension. So Ascended Master Buddha has, in an ongoing way, has focused on teaching and demonstrating the principles of divine compassion, of loving unconditional acceptance, of many, many areas in society, many, many areas of human activity as well. And especially healing us during this time of personal ascension, planetary ascension that's happening for the collective, but the ascension process that's happening on an individual level. So he is a beautiful coach, counselor, way shower. He brings light into our hearts, and you're going to experience that today. So if you've been feeling particularly downtrodden by the collective fear and anxiety that is at a very heightened level in the collective consciousness right now, this is going to be very helpful for you. If you have been experiencing a feeling of being unsupported by Source, feeling like you're all alone out there, kind of twisting in the wind, this is going to bring in more of an integration of, I am part of the cosmic essence of all things. I am part of Source. I am, just like Ascended Master Buddha, just one spark of consciousness that forms Source energy as a whole. So it's a very beautiful integration of many aspects of yourself coming back into wholeness and allowing for more forgiveness of self, feeling more compassionate towards yourself. No matter where you are in your life right now or what's happening, we can always allow for forgiveness of self, for whatever we think we've done, whatever perceived wrongs we've convinced ourselves that we've done, wherever we feel like maybe we can't be compassionate, that we are holding onto shame or guilt. It is really important to release these feelings from the heart, because it is really, really blocking our ability to receive love and to give it in kind. Okay? So, here we go. Let's get into it. Oops, sorry, smashing my desk. So just get yourselves comfy. Have a sip of my coffee here. Get yourselves comfy. You can be seated. You can be laying down. It doesn't matter. If you are seated, it's nice to have your feet planted on the ground and feeling that connection with the earth. And start to become aware of your body. Feel the temperature of the room that you're in. Feel that on your skin. Begin focusing on the sound of my voice. Focusing on the breath. And simply allow your eyes to close. Just letting the breath come in and out evenly. Creating awareness of the heart space as you do so. Allowing your energy in this moment to be open and light. Anywhere your focus or attention is elsewhere, just releasing that now, letting that go. Anywhere you're attached to things you didn't get to today, things you have to do later on. Anywhere your attention, awareness, or focus is in another time or another place, simply call back all parts and pieces of you now into this now moment, into the present moment, the only moment, the moment of pure creation. Simply allow your connection with Source energy to take hold. There is a consciousness of pure love and light that is swimming around you at all times. We are always connected to it. It is that awareness of the ego self, or the small self, the false self, that takes us away from or distracts our awareness from that connection. But we're always connected to it. And as you allow yourself to feel into this energy, become aware of a shimmering golden light that is all around you. Feel it enveloping you, encircling you. It feels warm, it feels healing, it feels loving and supportive. Feel how this light accepts and supports you just as you are in this moment. And you feel enfolded in this very warm and loving, golden, shimmery embrace. And connecting with the heart space once again as you take your next breath in. Imagine breathing in this golden shimmering light and filling up the heart space. And simply letting it expand, almost like liquid light, through the heart and lungs, going all the way up to the top of your head, and all the way down to the tips of your fingertips, to the tips of your toes, filling up the entirety of your physical being. And feeling that shift in your overall vibration as you do so. And connecting with the heart space once again. Imagine a ball of this golden light forming right in the middle of your heart space. This shifting and shimmering golden sphere. And allow for a singular column of energy to extend downward now through the body, out through the soles of the feet, going through all the layers of the earth, connecting and rooting deeply into the heart chakra of Mother Earth. And as you feel this grounding connection, become aware of the loving, strong earth energy, the billions of years of knowledge and wisdom and abundance that is held lovingly in the core of Mother Earth. And follow this cord of connection all the way back up to the heart space, and another singular column of light emerges now and goes upward through the throat, up through the crown, and out of the crown, extending upward and going through and into the heart of your oversoul, the highest aspect of your higher self, and continuing this column of energy all the way up until you cannot imagine this cord of energy extending up any further, and allowing this to connect into and root deeply into the divine creative matrix, the golden grid of creation, the energy that connects you with all that is. And feel this shift in your overall vibration as you connect to this energy. And we call forth Ascended Master Buddha at this time, asking for the highest aspects of your energies to come through, bringing through the Buddhic wisdom track, the seed energies of Lightarian Reiki, for the highest available healings and empowerments for all present, watching live, or watching in the replay. Ascended Master Buddha, thank you. And simply allow these energies to run. This healing and empowerment has its own wisdom and intelligence, and it knows where to go within you, just like Reiki. When sending the energies of Reiki, it has its own intelligence, and it knows where to reach you where you need the most healing, the most integration, where you need to restore the most of a sense of wholeness, to your being. Sorupti Namagata, Sorupti Namagata, Nanavasana Sorupti Namagata. There is this image of the Buddha with palms extended and facing you, going around all of you, being held in a golden sphere of light as you're connected individually into this golden grid. So when you are viewed, honored, celebrated by ascended masters or beings of light of similar frequencies, you are also seen as a being of light. You are not seen in the density of human form. You are simply seen as a spark of light, a spark of God, a spark of consciousness that is connected to all. So in your mind's eye, if you can imagine yourself as a point of light amongst billions of points of light upon this golden grid that extends to the energy of all that is, that connects with the energy of Source and all that is, connecting you with all other light beings, all other consciousness and sentience. Feeling this integration of wholeness, allowing yourself to call all aspects of who you are, anything you've disinherited, disowned, disavowed out of a sense of shame or guilt, fear or loss or grief. Not forcing anything here, but simply allowing this healing to integrate, calling back all parts of self, washed clean in the light of Source Creator, back into wholeness now. And we can see, maybe some of you can see as I am seeing, Ascended Master Buddha circling around you, going up and down, around the crown, readjusting, recalibrating, upgrading energies, healing all the energetic fields and sheaths within and without the body. Sorupti Namagata, Sorupti Namagata, Navashtana Kostana Namate Vata, Sorupti Namagata. You may feel rushes of energy in your physical being. This is clearing the physical manifestations of where you may have held sorrow or grief. Many of you will feel an expansion in the heart here. If you feel nothing, rest assured that everything is happening perfectly as it should for you at this time. You may experience a series of healings after this, as many awakenings, aha moments, epiphanies. Simply allow them to come into your awareness. This may happen tonight, this may happen next week, this may happen in an hour from now. Simply create awareness or vow to yourself that you intend to have awareness of this, noticing what is happening around you at the time. If this is happening for you now, noticing the signs, symbols, messages. You may be seeing light vehicles or sacred geometry at this time. Just noticing what is coming in and filtering through the energy of the heart, which is the highest way of translating or interpreting these energies at this time. Do not try or resist the temptation to intellectualize these messages and make sense of them with your mental energy. Make sense of them in the heart. Saraptina mogatada bashtana kutana tamosera da bukada kuta. Namanaka gupta da bashtana kasaragata. Take a deep breath in. Releasing any tension or tight energy from the heart. Some of you are releasing energy from the causal chakra and the causal body. So where you've held karmic contracts, oaths, vows, or agreements that have kept you in self-denial, self-punishment, in any way, shape, or form, being released from the shoulders, the back of the neck, and the causal chakra, which can be understood or visualized or felt in an area about 3 to 4 inches behind the head and in the center of the head. You may see filtering of energies, almost like liquid smoke, vapor, coming from that part of the head. Do not be alarmed. You are releasing in alignment with divine timing. You are releasing in alignment with your soul's desire to release contracts of doubt, self-doubt, contracts of self-denial, contracts that have depleted your stores of self-love, self-acceptance over this lifetime and many lifetimes. And this process is winding down and coming to its completion. Although some of you may continue and will continue to integrate these energies, as is in alignment with your highest and best timeline, and allowance of releasing these energies at this time. Know that as this is happening, it is right and perfect for you at this time. You are loved. You are supported. You are known. You are seen. And thanking Ascended Master Buddha for his energies, for this healing, this empowerment, this downloading of wisdom about our soul's journey, purpose, and path at this time. Thank you. And gently begin to pull the energy of that cord of connection back down from the golden grid, back down through the crown and back into your heart space. And following that golden cord of connection all the way back down through the body, through all the layers of the earth, connecting back in to the root chakra of Mother Earth and asking Gaia to help you ground, clear, release, or transmute any energies that need to be grounded or released or transmuted at this time that are no longer aligned with your highest and best good. You, Gaia. Sending gratitude to Gaia. And then bringing this beautiful, pristine energy back up through the soles of the feet, all the way through the body and back up to the top of the head. And allow yourself to gently, energetically disconnect from this transmission now. And when this feels complete, go ahead and open your eyes. I heard some really, really beautiful music. I don't know if anyone connected with that. I heard the Tibetan music bowls, but have you ever seen the ones that are like massive and they're like cauldrons? And it was like a tapping on that exuded such a very, very deep, sonic boom comes to mind, but it was more like a beautiful sonic tone that was very deep, and it just felt very cleansing and healing. And I heard it and I saw it, so that was really powerful. And then I was seeing Ascended Master Buddha just constantly circling, going around the head, and then doing a descending spiral of energy as he was pulling energies out of the heart, a lot of energy coming out of the solar plexus, a lot of energy coming out of the root chakra as well. So that was really beautiful. I hope that you enjoyed that. I think that might have been just what the doctor ordered for some of us. There's been a lot of fear and chaos in the collective, and if we don't consciously unplug from it, we take all that on. I mean, we are energetically, we are sponges, so we can take that on, and we feel without knowing sometimes, or consciously checking into it, that we feel like all this stuff is ours to work on. So this helped to kind of create discernment with that as well, between what is ours to work on at this time, what is our stuff, and what is stuff in the collective that we can actually do an energetic disconnect from. So if you want a really quick and dirty little trick to energetically disconnect from the energy of the collective, so you don't need to take it on for yourself, you can rub your hands together and put them over your heart. And you can have one hand over the heart and the other pushing outward and sending anything that feels like you're taking on something that's really heavy or dense or powerful and is certainly not yours. You can just lovingly send it away. And it transmutes the energies with love instead of like having to force it away. So that's a really, really powerful technique that's super quick to do. It takes a second. If you're out in public places and you are taking on the energy of a collective in the crowd, this is a really powerful thing to do. You may look like a weirdo for a second, but who gives a shit? Who cares? Your energy is much more important than you looking like a weirdo for like 3 seconds. That's how I feel about it anyway. And you could also do it before you go out in a crowd. You could do it while you're in your car, before you go into the grocery store, or go into a place that you really don't like to go into because the energy is funky. All of these situations, you could use that. It'd be really powerful. So I hope you enjoyed that. I want to wish you so much love and light today. I will have the calendar for all the events in our last month here together live in Heal, Awaken, Ascend. I have this up tonight for our month of the Divine Masculine. So I want to wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. Mwah. Bye-bye.